And again, I think that's ultimately where they ended up heading after several difficult missteps along the way.
Wow. I appreciate your perspective.
It was not Barack Obama's economic policies that closed that GM plant. That plant was closed in December of 2008. It's in the Washington Post right now, Governor Walker. It had nothing to do with Barack Obama's economic policy whatsoever. You can't get away from that fact.
No, what I'm saying is long term, not because of that plant then, but the idea of that coming back, the idea of the auto industry coming back is something that could have been more effectively done if they'd gone more aggressively, gone down the path of Mitt Romney's suggestion early on to go down a managed bankruptcy instead of going on the path that cost the taxpayers millions of dollars more than it needed to.
So are you making the case that that plant in Janesville would have better employment today if they had followed Mitt Romney's theory of a managed bankruptcy, that you could guarantee in your economic model that that plant would still be employing and making things today?
No, I
don't think you can, and that's the key here.
The only one who made that promise was Barack Obama, who promised the people in Janesville that that plant would still be open. And the fact of the matter is, well, that's it. You're right. You're right. And he made that. If you want to talk over and not let me talk, that's fine. Apparently, that's what you do a lot of. But in the end, Barack Obama is the only one who made a promise about that. No, let me finish.
Okay.
Barack Obama. Let me finish. If Barack Obama was the only one who made that promise. He's the one who made the promise. If he wants to live up to that promise, I'm not making a promise that. I'm just pointing out what he said about what would happen. It didn't happen under his presidency.
It couldn't happen under his presidency. He was inaugurated in January of 2009. It closed in December of 2008. So how could he fulfill a promise when he wasn't in office, Governor?
Because he said it wouldn't close, and if it wouldn't close, ultimately he would have come back, and it would be in play after he became the president.
Retroactively, he should have had it open?
No, I'm saying if it was effective in helping the automobile industry, it would have brought it back if that was his promise. But his promise ultimately failed, which is why people aren't employed in Janesville or Kenosha, and why we see in 44 or 50 states unemployment has gone up in the past months. That's why we see 42 consecutive months of unemployment above 8%. It's why we have 23 million, sadly, 23 of our fellow Americans who are either unemployed or underemployed right now. That is a clear indictment. Paul Ryan not only talked about that, he had an optimistic plan about how to move this country forward. We're going to hear more details about that tomorrow. And it doesn't matter how long you talk over me. Those are the facts, and the facts are the facts. And we're going to move our country forward with Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan.